All right, so block, strap, blanket, that's what we're going to use today for a very gentle, yummy class. Let's begin here. I have my candle lit up, and especially today is going for Cande. This is for you. All right, let's begin. Just keep your block handy, keep your strap handy, and we're going to start from lying down with the knees bent. So remember that you have your blanket or towel there to protect your neck and your head. So just make yourself comfortable. And the reason we bend the knee always is to allow the lower back to flatten, and that way we are stretching gently as we just lying down here with the arms slightly away from the hips and palm facing up, allowing the shoulders and the front of the shoulders and the chest to open and to relax towards the floor. Close your eyes. Guide the chin slightly more into the chest and find a gentle lengthening of the neck, your cervical spine. Your eyes are closed. We're taking the moment here to be aware of our bodies in touch with the mat. Softening any tension in the muscle of your face, your jaw, your hands. And let's bring the tension inward towards the breath. Make sure your shoulder blades and the upper spine and the middle back are comfortable placed there. Going in and out, breathing through the nose. Now flex the elbows and bring the hands to your chest and the upper part of your rib cage where below your lungs are, and visualize your lungs welcoming oxygen, expanding the chest out, and exhale, releasing, pushing the air out through both nostrils. Just breathe in and out. And then slide the palms right to the lower part of your rib cage. And as you inhale deeply, notice the expansion, expanding the chest and the rib cage out. And exhale, release the breath and soften the muscles in between each rib cage. Keep breathing, feel the breath. And then release the hands down to your abdomen, to your belly. Feel the inhales and the exhales down to the lower part of your abdomen. Inhale, ballooning the belly out. Exhale, release the belly into the lower back and to the part of your spine. Inhale, balloon out. Exhale, soften the muscles and push the air out. Few more rounds like this, please. And with the hands down into your abdomen, gently begin to rock your head from side to side, moving the neck And be gentle with this movement. Return the head back to neutral position. And from here, bring the arms and hands up to the sky and then all the way behind you. Flex the elbows to open the chest, to release the front of your shoulders. And inhale, bring the arms up and overhead. Up to the sky and then down towards the floor. And again, inhale, float the arms up to the sky. Relax your shoulders, elbows, retain hands. Bring arms overhead. Inhale, fold the arms up to the sky and then down towards the floor. And just a few more rounds like this, gently linking the breath with the movement. Then slowly release the hands down towards the floor. Turn the palms up and lift the chest, gently arch the upper part and lifting the back of the rib cage, and exhale, release the rib cage and rotate elbows and palms down towards the floor. Inhale, rotate palms up, elbows up, lifting the chest, lifting the back of your shoulders gently up, and then slowly release it down, rotate the elbows and palms towards the floor. Inhale, palms up, open the forearms, lifting the chest, gently arching. Exhale, release it down. One more time. Inhale, palms up, opening the chest, gently lifting the upper spine, middle back, and then slowly release it down towards the floor. Now keep the hands down, relax your shoulders and elbows, and we're going to rock the pelvis into the navel, and then rocking the pelvis forward, arching the lower back. So the lower back comes off the floor, and as you exhale, you flatten the lower back and bring the pelvis into the navel, and rocking forward, arching the lower back. At your own rhythm, keep mobilizing, in this case, lumbar spine, sacrum, pelvis and hips, slowly in and pressing and moving the pelvis away. So tilting into the belly and tilting the pelvis forward, arching. A couple more rounds. And lastly, release the lower back into the mat and hug the thighs into the chest. And just press there, stretch your lower back, reaching. Take a nice inhale, bring the arms overhead, straighten the legs, and point the toes, reach through the fingertips, and make a spine nice and long. Flex the elbows, place the hands to the back of your skull, interlace the fingers, elbows up, lift the head off the mat, and draw the chin into your chest. So gentle stretch here, those muscles connecting with the base of your skull. Deep breath. And release, head down, bring the arms out in T position, and gently rock your head again from side to side. Now please grab your right thigh into your chest, flex your left knee, and lower the left foot down towards the floor. Let's make circles with the right knee going in one direction first. Movement is happening from the hip joint. And going into the opposite direction. And release right foot down. Now bring the left thigh into the chest with both hands below your knees, making circles here, slowly warming up that left hip joint in one direction first. Use your breath. And going into the opposite direction. And release it down. Now grab your strap, please. And Bring the right thigh into the chest with a knee bend and place the strap in the ball of your right foot, not the arch, the ball. And then from here, straighten your right leg up to the sky, holding from the ends of your strap or belt. And we're going to flex the right knee and release the right heel down. Inhale, straighten up to the sky and flex lower. Moving with the breath. Remember to strengthen when you inhale, and as you exhale, you flex and lower. 3 more rounds this side. Work slowly with the breath and the movement, no rushing here, please. We're still warming up the body. Now straighten and hold in position. So keep your upper arms, your elbows down towards the floor so you're not creating tension on your shoulder. Draw the chin into the chest, close your eyes, and work on stretching that hamstring muscle. Every time we stretch the lower back, the hamstring, we're assisting the lower back. If we're having a pain or tightness on the lower back, stretching hamstring is very useful. Use your breath. Now grab both straps with your left hand and let's guide the right knee over the pelvis and away. So basically we are moving like a pendulum, the right leg without twisting. It's just enough to feel the gentle stretch on the outside of the hip. Just move with attention and intention, connecting the breath with the movement. We're slowly sending the information to the muscles at the outside of the hip, the IT band that we're going to hold in position. And as you exhale, we bring the leg over the hip, the pelvis, without lifting the right hip off the floor. Remember, it's not a twist. Just hold it there and just concentrate with the breath, deep exhales to release that right hip, outside hip muscles and IT band. Breathe through this. And as your next inhale, bring the leg back to neutral position. Grab both straps with both hands. And again, from this position, slightly out to the side, and then bring the leg over to the right hip. And just some movement out and in. Again, link the breath with the movement. Back through center, and then open the right leg out to the side. Use the upper arm and the elbow as a shelf so you're not holding the right shoulder up in the air. So just hold and breathe through the inner thigh, the groin, and take a moment here to lengthen the breath again. And gently return the leg back through center. Now grab both straps with both hands, bring the left foot up, hook the strap on the ball of your left foot and flex the right knee, lower the right foot down. From here, flex as you exhale the knee. Inhale, straighten the leg up to the sky. Exhale, flex and lower. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, flexing down. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, flexing down and straighten up. Couple more rounds. Straighten and hold it there. Draw the chin into your chest. Use your breath here, long and deep. Soft and relaxed. Now grab both straps with your right hand and let's move the left leg over the hip and the pelvis slightly and back to neutral position. So cross the leg over the pelvis and back to neutral position. Just few rounds like that. Slowly rocking the leg out, in and back to neutral in line with your left hip and in. Now cross it over and hold it there now. Keep your left hip down, keep the chin slightly tucked in. Hold and breathe. Back through center, grab both straps with your left hand. And now from this neutral position, we're going to slightly open to the side with an exhale. Inhale through center, exhale, open, and through center. Just a few more rounds like this, connecting the breath with the movement, slowly working on that left hip joint. And next time we're going to open the leg a little bit wider using the upper arm and the elbow, holding both straps with your left hand. Keep your neck neutral and use your deep breath to access those muscles to get a little bit more opening and stretching. The groin, the inner thigh, the hip. Breathe through this, soften your pelvic floor. And gently return the leg back through center. Remove the strap from your left foot. Hug yourself with both thighs into the chest. And then straighten both legs up to the sky, rotating the ankles in one direction. Going into the opposite direction. Flex the knee, hug yourself, roll over to one side, straighten the top leg, hands to the floor to press, and let's find our way to a comfortable seated position. So here is when you're going to use your blanket to sit on the edge of the mat. You can sit in Sukhasana, easy pose, or any pose that you are comfortable with the spine upright. Yeah, elevating the hips is always a good idea. Allowing those the hips and pelvis to tilt forward. Bring the shoulders up to the ears, back and down. Up to the ears, back and down. Rotating again up to the ears, back and down. And let's rotate in the opposite direction. Forward, down, back and up. Forward, up, back and down. One more. And then slowly inhale, reach arms overhead, reaching to the fingertips. Hands to the heart, interlace the fingers, straighten the elbows, round the spine, belly goes in, holding position. Breathing in and out. Feel the opening on those muscles on the back of the rib cage, stretching between the shoulder blades. Take a nice inhale. Lift the head, lift the chest, separate the hands, arms in T position. Guide the shoulders, arms back. Open the chest. Just flatten the upper spine. And then bring the arms behind you. Interlace the fingers, maybe going deeper if you can access to this position. Straighten the elbows and move the arms away to stretch the front of the chest again deeper. Drawing the shoulder blades back into each other. And then slowly release the hands and then flow the hands up and down. The arms up and down as you relax your wrists, your hands, your elbows. Let's go out to the side, just flexing the wrists, soften shoulders, elbows, and all the way down. Shoulders forward, up, back, and down. Hands to the heart. Take a moment here to bring the attention back to the breath. Inhaling through the nose and exhaling through the nose. Bring the arms out to the side. And then forward, right arm goes under your left arm. Flex the elbows, palms to touch, eagle pose. Guide the elbows high as your shoulders and then towards the right. So you should feel the stretch on the outside of your left shoulder. Relax your left shoulder down. And notice if you're bringing the shoulder up to your ear, so release it and breathe here. Back through center. And do the crossing of the arms to the side. And then flow them forward. Now, left arm goes under your right arm. Flex both elbows, palms to touch, elbows high as your shoulders, and then guide the right elbow to your left shoulder as you sink the right shoulder down. Hold and breathe. You should feel the stretch in the back of your right shoulder now. Easy breathing. Back through center and do the crossing of the arms. Bring the arms out to the side. Soften the hands down to the floor. Shoulders up, back, and down. Now bring the right arm up to the sky. Flex the right elbow. Place your right hand to your left ear. Release your left hand down. Take a nice inhalation and exhale. Guide the right ear to right shoulder. Close your eyes and breathe deep and long. It's a little stretch of the muscle of your neck. Let go slowly, the head back through center, right hand down. Left arm goes to the sky, flex the elbow, left hand to your right ear. Take a nice inhale. And exhale, the left ear goes down to your left shoulder as you sink right shoulder towards the floor. Connect back with the breath. Release, let go, and return the head back to neutral position. Both shoulders up, back and down. Hands to your thighs or knees. Lift the chin up. Slowly rotate the head in one direction. Inhaling as you bring the chin up. Exhaling as you bring the chin down. Move gentle. Draw a circle with your chin. Mobilize that cervical spine. Going into the opposite direction. Head back through center, hands behind you, and do the crossing of the legs. Feet wider than the hips and windshield wiper movement here. Move the hips. And let's drop the legs to one side. Let's find our way to a kneeling or tabletop position. So remember to protect your kneecaps always. Even if you don't have any issues yet in your knees, it's always a good practice to help those knees with an extra padding. So have your knees wide as your hips and place your wrist right under the shoulders. Tabletop position, neutral spine. Extend your left leg back, tuck the toes under, and press to your left heel. Let's stretch calf muscles, Achilles tendon there. Nice, easy breathing. Guide it. Keep your neck neutral, so in other ways, don't drop your neck. Keep the core engaged, and then pick up the left foot up, align with your left hip, and bring the right arm by your right ear. Turn the palm kind of like inward, so you're rotating the shoulder back and down. Holding position. So as you are breathing here, you have to be aware and engaging the abdominal muscles, the back muscles, and the hip muscles. Hold and breathe. left knee down, and then place the right arm under your left arm and coming into middle pose, right side of the face down, right shoulder down, release the left elbow and forearm down, or you can wrap it around if it feels right for your left shoulder. Hold and breathe again. And place the left hand under the left shoulder slowly and do the twist, return to tabletop. Activate the core, extend the right leg back, tuck the toes under, and press now through the right hip. Breathe here. Pick up the right heel up, belly in, right leg is in line with your right hip, and the left arm by your left ear as you keep your neck neutral. Hold and breathe. Right knee down, thread the left arm under your right arm, left side of the face, left shoulder down. Wrap the arm behind your back or keep the forearm elbow down towards the floor. Just breathe as you twist gently. Bring the right hand under the right shoulder, press and do the twist, coming to tabletop. Inhale, drop the belly into the cow. Exhale, round the spine, belly in, chin in. Inhale, drop the belly, open the chest. Exhaling, rounding gently, mobilizing the spine with the Chakravakasana, the cat cow, exhaling into the angry cat. Inhale, arch the spine, drop the belly, look forward and cow. A couple more rounds like this. And exhale, round the spine, move the hips to the heel, drop the elbows, forearms down, forehead towards the floor, or use the block if you need to bring the block closer to your forehead. Take a moment and breathe. Hands by your knees, lift the head, lift the chest, kneeling position. I'm going to be facing to my screen. So we're going to, from kneeling position with the knees under the hips, we're going to first bring the right leg out to the side, extend it. Place your right hand above your knee or below your knee. Don't put pressure on your kneecap, please. Whatever you can reach, extend the left arm up to the sky. Flex the elbow, relax your shoulder, and then move the spine to the right as you guide that elbow back. So you need to start from that opening on those muscles in between your rib cage. Just find the space there. Breathe through this. Soften the shoulder, the hand, the wrist. Opening that right hip again. Stretching inner thigh, the groin. Nice. Inhales and exhales. And then slowly return the spine back to neutral position. And then walk your foot somewhere in between, in line with the hip and in line with the pelvis to the front. So from here, flex your right knee, place your right hand above your right knee, and then move the hips to the right as you guide the right knee slightly out. Lift the chest, so don't lean forward, just find that neutral position and just work on that opening there. Drop the shoulders, avoid any tension there. And then slowly walk that right foot. So now your right foot is in line with your right hip, hands to your right thighs, elbows by your rib cage, and then move the pelvis and the hips to the front to work on iliopsoas stretch. So soften and lift from the heart. Close your eyes if you like and just breathe through your left hip flexor. Slowly return back to neutral. Right knee comes under your right hip. Extend the left leg out to the side. And let's work on the right side of stretching the right side of the torso and opening the left leg. So left hand again, above your knee, below your knee, and then move the arm overhead, shoulders back and down, and feel the stretch on the right side of the rib cage. Nice, easy breathing. Bring the arm up and down towards the hip. Now walk that foot in, somewhere in between the left hip and the front of your pelvis, left hand to the left side, knee bent, and then we are moving the hip to the left. Keep the shoulders over to your nose. So again, we're not leaning forward. We keep the spine neutral and just the hip is moving to the left. Find your breath there again. Couple more breaths, working that inner thigh stretch. Groin and slowly return back through center. Walk your left foot so it's in line with your left hip. Hands to your left thigh, elbows by your rib cage, and move the pelvis and the hips to the front. Neutral spine, work on the right hip flexor now. Use your breath. And slowly return back through center, left knee under your right knee, under your left knee hip, and then move forward, arms down by your side, soften shoulder, chest, and forehead towards the floor or towards the block. Relax your upper spine, your middle back, your lower back, and breathe through the back of both hips. Nice, easy breathing. From here, standing in both knees, find your neutral spine. Place the hands to the top of your sacrum, fingertip facing down, elbows parallel, and then lift the chest, move the pelvis, the hips, the thighs forward, and gently arch and open the upper spine, the middle back, opening the front of the body, guide the elbows in. Take a nice inhale, don't drop the head back, keep your neck neutral. Nice inhale. And exhale, slowly move the hips back towards the heels, child's pose. Release the arms down towards the floor, relax your shoulders, elbows. Take a couple breaths here. Inhale, activate the core, lift the head, lift the chest, neutral position. Second round, palms to the sacrum, elbows in. Guide the thighs forward, the pelvis forward. Arch the upper spine. Find your neutral neck. Keep the breath flowing as you open the front of the body, the thighs, the hips, the chest, the front of the shoulders. Take a nice inhale. Exhale, slowly move the hips to the heels and gently release down to child's pose. Round and stretch lower back. One last round. Activate the core to lift the spine, neutral position. Place the palms to the sacrum, elbows in, and then slowly begin to move the thighs forward, the hips forward, the chest, shoulders back, neutral position, arching the front of the body. This is a great way to flatten upper spine. Take a nice inhalation and exhale, move the hips back and let go. all the way down. Take a moment, stretch and release. Lift the head, lift the chest. Now, please remove the blanket from your mat. So we're going to come to the back of the mat, come into tabletop position. So here's where we're going to need the block to modify, or if you can have access to pigeon pose with both hips even. So we're going to extend the left leg back and up, flex the knee, guide the left knee towards your left wrist, flex your left foot to protect your knee, and then keep your right leg straight behind you. Wrists are under the shoulders, and we're finding the nice long spine before we go down with exhale. So here it is. If you feel like you are rocking to one side and you're lifting your right hip, you try to keep both hips even. So you place the block under your left hip if you need support there. Okay, that's why how you modify with your block. Lift the chest, and then walk your hands to the front, and then release the elbows, forearms, and forehead towards the hands. Just relax here as you breathe through the outside of your left hip. A couple more round of breath, please. And slowly lift the head, lift the chest, place the hands under the shoulders, bring the left knee back, move to child's pose, align your hips, relax your spine, chin to your chest, forehead towards the mat or towards the block. Moving slowly back to tabletop position. Now the right leg goes back and up. Flex the right knee and guide the right knee towards your right wrist. Flex the right foot. That's important to protect your right knee. Your left leg is nice and long behind you. Lift the chest to lengthen the spine. Take a nice inhale. Place the block under your right hip if you need to. And then walk your hands with a nice long spine as you drop the forearms, the elbows, and the forehead towards the floor. Again, if you cannot reach the floor with your forehead, you can make a tower with your fist, unless you have two blocks. So you can have one block under your right hip and the other block below your forehead. So take a moment here and breathe through the outside of your right hip. Nice, easy breathing. Now lifting the head, the chest, hands under the shoulders, guide the right knee back. Both knees are even now, and then drop the hips to the heels. Release the spine, elbows out, forehead towards the floor, towards the block. Take a moment here. Balasana, child's pose. Relax and breathe. Hands by your knees, lift the head, the chest, drop the hips to one side, swing the legs to the front, and then Replace your blanket again into the back of the mat because when we go down, you want to protect your neck and head. So we're in the front of the mat with the feet wide as your hips. Hug your legs into your chest. Grab your left wrist with your right hand, and then bring the sole of the feet together. Now, with the feet together, open the knees out, draw the chin in, round the spine, and find that opening and stretch on those muscles on the back of your rib cage. And again, stretching those muscles surrounding the rib, the shoulder blades. And just draw the chin in, stretch the back of your neck, stretch the upper spine. Breathe through this and inhale, lift the spine into neutral. Now grab your right wrist with your left hand, flat back. And as you exhale, round the spine, belly in, and then stretch again, opening those intercostal muscles in the back of your rib cage. Chin in, breathe. Slowly inhale, come into neutral position, and have your block handy here. We're going to round the spine gently, one verb at a time. Activate the core, and then release the head down towards the floor. Guide the chin into your chest and your feet wide as your hips. So draw the chin in, so find that nice length in the back of the neck, and then place the block, lifting the hips and the pelvis. Place the block on your lumbar spine, on your, I'm sorry, not in your lumbar spine, in your sacrum. So you don't want to go there. You want to slide the block so it's in the triangle shaped bone form in the sacrum. Arms in T position, and just release here. Open the front of the chest. Relax your palms, your fingers. Relax your belly, release your pelvic floor, and just breathe here. Now from here, bring the thighs in line with your hips, and then with the knees bent, we're going to straighten the legs up to the sky. Separate the feet slightly from each other and just hold in position there. Draw the chin again into your chest. Close your eyes and breathe here. Relax your feet. Relax your legs. Soften your pelvic floor. Now open the legs a little bit wider. Hold and breathe. And a little bit wider if you can. Slowly guide the thighs, legs together, feet together. Flex both knees, lower the feet down. Have your feet wide as your hips. Pick up the pelvis, pick up the hips, and then remove the block from underneath you. Gently, upper spine goes down, middle back goes down, lumbar back, sacrum down. Hug yourself, stretch your lower back. And then slowly lower the feet together down towards the floor. Open the knees out and bring the sole of the feet together and place the hands to your belly. Guide the chin into the chest. Relax your shoulders, elbows out, and belly breathing here. Be aware of your breath down the abdomen. Make sure you're not holding tension in your glutes, pelvic floor. And then guide the hands to your lower part of your rib cage. And notice with every inhalation how the rib cage expand out. And exhale, release, and soften this rib cage. Now place the palms to your collarbones on the top of your rib cage where your lungs are situated, and breathing in and out, expanding the top of the collarbones out. And exhale, release. Bring the arms out to the side in T position, palm facing up. Slowly guide the thighs and the knees in. Walk the feet out, keep the knees together. This is iliopsoas releasing. Take a moment here. Now guide the knees open and let's do some windshield wiper. Keep the feet wide as your hips. Wide as your yoga mat. And then windshield wiper, legs to the left, hip goes to the right with exhale. Inhale, head and legs back through center. Exhale, drop the legs to the right, head to the left. Just keep moving side to side. Just rock gently. This is the last movement we are making here before settling down in our last pose. Just gently move with the breath. Returning back to center. Hug yourself, stretch your lower back one more time. Draw the chin into your chest. Engage the back muscles, the neck muscles. Pick up the head of the mat, forehead to your knees. Exhale, head down, feet down, arms overhead. Straighten both legs, pointed toes. Reach through the fingertips. Take a nice inhale. And exhale, release the arms down somewhere in between shoulders and hips, palm facing up. Make any adjustment in your shoulder blades. And then open the right foot out, turn the right foot out. And bring the left foot to the left corner of the mat, turn the left foot out. Take a nice inhale through both nostrils. Exhale, side out through the mouth. Ah. Inhale. Ah. One more. Ah. Gentle breathing. Close your lips. Welcome to Shavasana. Time of letting go. Time of releasing any remaining tension you still maybe still holding there. Your eyes are closed. You're bringing the tension back to your breath. This is when we are receiving the benefits of the practice. As we lie down here, aware of our bodies, in touch with Mother Earth. As we lie down here, being aware of the breath within the body. You feel slowly sinking into the mat as the muscles are softening, so are tendons and ligaments, and so are all your internal organs. As you let go and soften, they are finding more space within the torso, in between your hips, beneath your pelvis. Just be aware of the body, how the body feels right now. Just notice different places that maybe you are still holding some tightness or tension. And guide the breath to that specific place or places. Just to be aware. And deepening the exhales, you do your best to invite that part of the body to come into a full relaxation state. Slowly, please begin to deepen your breath. Rock your head from side to side. Wiggle your toes and your fingers. Bring the arms overhead. Stretch your spine again. Fingertips reaching to the opposite side of your toes. Take a nice inhalation, and as you exhale, flex both knees, hug yourself. Gently roll over to one side. Take a moment. The head comes last. Please join me. Let's all sit together. and silent. Just for a few more minutes with the spine upright, sitting comfortably, eyes closed, soft shoulders, soft muscles of the face, lips and jaw. And take the moment here to be one with the breath. And without touching the chest, the rib cage, or the belly, just visualize your rib cage, your lungs, your belly, all coming together to receive the breath, and exhale, letting go the breath through both nostrils gently, being grateful for the air, be grateful for your lungs. Let's bring the hands together to the center of our heart. Just breathing natural here. And taking the moment to be aware of the state of the body and the state of the mind. And taking the moment here to be grateful to the body, even though you might have some limitations today. Take the moment to be grateful to the mind that allowed us to be in control. Take the time here to be grateful for prana, the life force within us. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. And may all have peaceful, loving, sweet thoughts to keep cultivating. And may all have sweet, loving, sweet words to keep offering to everyone, all the time, everywhere. And may our actions always be inspired by love, sweetness, compassion, and peace. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. And I'll thank you all very much for being here today practicing yoga. Namaskar. Thank you.
Thank you.